Do you want to order a pizza? When you need to listen to this podcast.
Indeed. We are jumping right into, well, the universal Friday night predicament.
Predicament. That's like a tough spot.
Yeah.
A difficult situation.
Precisely. The difficult situation where you've worked, say, a 72-hour week and the refrigerator is agriculturally barren.
Barren. It's a void. A terrifying, empty void.
Yeah.
The brain is just mush. And the only way forward, the only civilized way, is delivery.
It is, provided, of course, you can navigate the very specific English you need to actually get that meal. For a non-native speaker, ordering a custom dinner can be a bit of a challenge.
Oh, for sure. That's why we were listening so closely to Chris, the customer, and Tony, the guy at the pizza place who was talking so fast.
Yes, their conversation is a perfect template for how to lock in a complicated order and make sure it actually shows up at, the right door. Apartment 4B in this case.
So that's our mission.
That is our mission. We're going to conquer 3 key areas that often cause a lot of confusion. First, the vocabulary for the food itself. Toppings, sides, and the very confusing structure of the crust.
The bread part. And second, we're talking logistics. How do you give a complicated address and a door code when the person on the phone is in a huge rush?
And finally, we will tackle the money part. The financials, understanding the difference between a delivery fee and a tip. It's crucial.
Okay, let's do it. So at the very beginning of the call, Tony asked that first big question.
Pickup or delivery?
The first hurdle.
And it's a critical one. Pickup, which you'll also hear called takeout, means you have to go get it yourself. You travel to the store.
Which is just, uncivilized. We want delivery, food coming to you.
Now, you also mentioned curbside pickup before. That's a bit different.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
It's a modern hybrid, really. You drive to the store, but you just park, and they bring the food out to your car.
So you still have to leave the couch.
You do, but you avoid getting out of the car. Chris, however, he went for full delivery. The most strategic choice.
The best choice. Okay, so once that was settled, the real work started.
Yeah.
The address.
Right, and Tony was clearly moving fast, so Chris had to be quick and clear.
No messing around.
None. Clarity is everything. Chris gave the address 15 Oak Street, apartment 4B, but the life-saving detail.
The door code.
The door code, 1234. That little piece of information prevents that annoying phone call right when you finally sat down.
He was so smooth with it, too. Just boom, boom, boom. Address, apartment code.
That is vital. You cannot have any ambiguity there. If your building has a code, you have to offer it up front. It just shows you respect the driver's time.
And think about the words he used. Apartment 4B, not just 4. You get that one letter wrong, and your pizza is visiting the neighbors.
And Tony repeated it back. Confirmation is the antidote to confusion. If you're ever unsure, just ask them, could you repeat that back to me?
Good tip. Okay, logistics done. Now for the fun part.
Strategy. Chris didn't just start ordering. He did something very smart first.
He asked about the specials. Always ask for the specials. It's like finding treasure.
It is the sign of an informed consumer. A special is a promotion, a discount. Sometimes they're called combos or deals.
And he got the family deal. 2 large pizzas and a giant soda for $25.
By asking one simple question, he immediately saved money. Fluency translates directly to financial gain in this case.
$25. That's amazing. Okay, now for my favorite part. The toppings, the customization. Let's start with pizza number 1. Very traditional. He ordered pepperoni with extra cheese.
Pepperoni, the best. Those little spicy red meat circles. It's the king of toppings in the U.S., for sure.
And notice the language, extra cheese. We don't typically say more cheese when ordering.
Right, extra. Why is that?
Extra implies a specific menu option that you pay for. It signals you want to double the standard amount. It's clearer.
It sounds more professional than just yelling, I need more cheese, into the phone. Precisely. Now, the other big meat topping you hear a lot is sausage, which is usually ground meat. But for the second pizza, Chris went in a different direction.
The veggie lovers. The healthy pizza.
So that means you're dealing with mushrooms, olives.
Usually the black ones.
Yes, the black canned olives. And peppers, which means green or red bell peppers.
But Chris had a very, very specific request.
He did, and this is where the language of exclusion is so important. He said, and I quote, everything except onions, I hate onions.
Everything except, that's such a powerful phrase. It's like you're banishing the ingredient you don't want.
It is. If you have an allergy or a dietary restriction or you just really, really hate something,
like onion,
you have to be that precise. It guarantees you get what you want. Think about ordering a pizza that's half and half.
Ooh, yeah.
You might say, I want half pepperoni, and on the second half, just plain cheese with light sauce.
Wait, light sauce, what does that mean?
It means you want less of the tomato base than they would normally put on. You could also ask for a pizza to be well done.
For a crunchier crust.
Exactly. These are all modifiers that let you customize beyond just the toppings.
This is a deep dive into pizza adjectives.
Yeah.
Okay, so the main course is set. But he didn't forget the accessories.
The sides, yes. The ancillary snacks.
Ancillary.
Meaning the smaller dishes that support the main meal. Things like chicken wings, garlic bread, maybe a salad.
And Chris made the best choice. Garlic knots. Little twists of dough. Garlic, butter, perfect.
A truly strategic selection. Which brings us to the part of the pizza that confuses almost everyone.
Foundation.
The architecture of the crust.
The confusing, wonderful bread part. Tony offered a few choices. Let's break down the big four.
We must. For clarity. First, you have thin crust. That's very flat, baked until it's crispy, almost like a cracker.
Super crunchy. For people who want more topping, less bread.
Then there's hand-tossed, which is what Chris chose. This is the industry standard. Medium thickness, a good balance of chew and stability.
The classic. The reliable workhorse of the pizza world.
Third is the deep dish, or sometimes called pan pizza. This is the famous Chicago style. It's baked in a deep pan, so the edges are really high. It's incredibly thick.
Like a pizza cake.
You almost need a fork and knife. It is a commitment.
I love that. It's a commitment pizza.
And finally, the highly engineered stuffed crust. This one is a marvel. It's not just thick. There is literally a tube of cheese baked inside the outer edge of the crust.
The cheese is hidden inside the bread ring. That's a delicious surprise. Wow.
Chris, of course, stayed classic with hand-tossed, and to complete the deal, he needed the drink.
Coke, Sprite, or Fanta. And he picked Coke, the classic again.
So there you have it. The order is complete. 2 large, very custom pizzas, garlic knots, a 2-liter of Coke.
That's a lot of specific English just to get dinner.
It is. And speaking of specific knowledge, the information you're getting right now is being delivered straight to your ears. We're giving you the shortcuts to sounding like you know exactly what you're talking about.
That's true.
To make sure you never miss another deep dive into this kind of critical, real-world English, you really should subscribe to Straight to English right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it now. If you want to sound as smart about pizza crusts as a sophisticated cat, you have to subscribe.
Well said. Now let's get back to the end of Chris's order. Tony gave him the total price, $32.50.
Hang on. Wait a minute. The deal was $25. Why is it $32.50? That's an extra $7.50.
And this is the most important financial lesson of the whole exchange. The $25 was the subtotal.
The price of just the food.
The price of the food only. The extra money includes taxes and, critically, the delivery fee.
Okay, we have to break this down. The delivery fee versus the tip. So many people think it's the same thing.
And they are fundamentally, crucially different. The delivery fee is money that goes to the store.
The company.
Yes, to the business. It covers their costs, gas for the car, insurance, things like that. It's a service charge.
So that money does not go into the driver's pocket.
Absolutely not. The tip, on the other hand, is the money that goes directly to the driver for their service.
For bringing you the food.
For navigating traffic, for finding your apartment in the dark, for making sure the pizza is still hot when it gets there, they rely on that income.
So even if the bill says there's a $5 delivery fee, you still need to tip the driver separately.
You are still expected to, yes. The fee is not the tip. It's a vital distinction.
So what's a normal tip?
A good rule of thumb in the U.S. for a standard order is an extra $3 to $5, which you can give in cash or add to the card payment. Chris, in this case, paid by card over the phone.
He authorized the payment. That's a good word.
It is. It streamlines the whole process at the door. No fumbling for cash.
Yeah, that makes sense. So last piece of the puzzle.
The timing. Tony gave a clear estimate, about 30 to 40 minutes.
The waiting game begins. The hardest part of ordering pizza.
It is. But look at what happened here. Chris mastered logistics, customization, and finance in 1, maybe 2-minute phone call.
It really is amazing how many little phrases you need. Everything except onions, hand-tossed crust, door code. It all adds up.
It does. And now that the order is in, we have to address the great philosophical question of pizza.
Oh no, not this. The great debate.
The controversy. We must discuss pineapple on pizza.
Hawaiian pizza. It divides families.
It does. On one side, you have Team Pineapple, who argue that the sweetness of the fruit is a perfect acidic counterpoint to the salty ham and savory cheese.
It's a sophisticated flavor profile. for complex palates.
And on the other side, you have Team No Pineapple, who believe it is a culinary crime. They argue the hot, mushy fruit destroys the structural integrity of the slice.
A crime. It's a strong position.
It's something to think about while you wait for your delivery. Where do you stand? Are you a traditionalist or an innovator?
That is a deep thought. But you know what? After this conversation, you at least have all the English you need to order whichever one you want.
You now have the language for logistics, the vocabulary for crusts, and the critical knowledge about fees and tips. You can order with total confidence.
So don't let all this knowledge just sit there. Put it to use. And subscribe to Straight to English right now. We promise to keep bringing you these deep dives that you actually need to navigate the real world.
Until next time, enjoy your perfectly ordered and hopefully, for Chris's sake, onion-free meal.